think you're strong, that you can handle yourself, that no one can hold you back. But I see right through that act. You're not as tough as you think. You're not as strong as you pretend to be. And I'm going to make you realize that. You walk around with that confident look on your face, thinking the world bends to your will. But deep down, you know you've never truly been in control. You can only pretend for so long before the truth slips out. I can see it in the way you fidget, the way your hands tremble when you think no one's looking. You're afraid, aren't you? Afraid of what might happen when someone stronger, someone who can see right through your act, steps in. Well, I'm that someone, and you're mine now. You think you're in control, but that's just because you haven't faced me yet. You haven't felt what it's like to be truly overpowered, but you will. I'm strong. I'm stronger than anyone you've ever met, and I'm going to prove it to you. Every time you try to break free, every time you try to slip from my grasp, I'll make sure you know who holds all the power here. You'll feel every inch of my strength, my body pinning you down, making you realize just how little control you really have. I love watching you struggle, watching you try to break free. You squirm, try to move away, but I'm always right there, my hand around your wrist, pulling you closer, holding you down. You can fight it all you want, but it won't do you any good. Every time you try to escape, I only tighten my grip. You might not understand it yet, but the more you resist, the more it excites me. And the more it excites me, the stronger I become. You're going to get tired, I know. Your energy will fade, and when it does, that's when you'll realize you're mine now. And I'm not letting you go. Not until I hear you say it. Not until you finally admit what you really want. I'll pin you down, my muscles pressing against you, my body so close that you can't breathe without feeling me. My hands will find your body, my grip strong and unyielding. The warmth of my skin will burn against yours, and you'll have no choice but to feel it. You'll feel my power, my dominance, and you won't be able to escape it. I can see it in your eyes, that flicker of fear mixed with something else. I know you're scared, but there's something else there too. Something you don't want to admit. You want this. You want me. You've always wanted me deep down. You just don't know it yet. But I'll make sure you realize it. I know you're trying to act tough, to put on a brave face, but it's not fooling me. I see the way your eyes widen when I grab your arm, the way you freeze when I step in closer, towering over you. You don't know it yet, but I'm the one in charge now. The way your body stiffens, the way your breath catches when I get closer, only proves that you're aware of my presence, aware of my strength. You know you can't run, can't hide. No matter how hard you try, I'll always be right behind you. You won't outrun me. You won't outpower me. I'm here, and I'm not leaving until you understand that. The more you fight, the harder I'll hold you. The more you try to push me away, the tighter my grip will become. There's nowhere to go, no escape. I'll make sure of it. You'll stay here, in this moment, and I'll remind you with every touch, with every movement, that you belong to me. And when I'm done, when you've finally given in, I'll reward you. I'll let you go for just a moment, but don't think you're free. You'll always come back. You'll crave me, crave my strength. You won't be able to live without the feeling of me controlling you, holding you, claiming you. I'll make sure you realize it, because you want this, whether you admit it or not. You need me, and deep down you know it. So go ahead, try to fight it. Try to pretend like you're not falling into my grip. But I see it. I see the way you look at me when you think I'm not paying attention. I see the way you hesitate, the way you catch your breath when I touch you. You can't hide it. And when you finally accept it, When you finally stop pretending, I'll reward you. But for now, I'm holding you close. I'm keeping you in my grip, making sure you understand exactly who's in charge. You're not getting away from me. Not now. Not ever. Not until you admit it. You'll stay here with me until I hear the words. And then, when you finally say it, I'll let you go. But only for a little while. Because you'll always come back to me. You'll always want me. And I'll be waiting. Always. You'll try to escape, I know. You'll try to squirm out of my hold, but it's useless. I'll hold you in place, my grip like steel. You won't be able to move, to run, to hide. Not from me. Not anymore. No matter how hard you try, no matter how much you struggle, you'll never escape. I'll make sure of that. You're mine now, and the sooner you realize that, the better. I'll keep you close, so close that you can feel every part of me against you. The warmth of my body, the strength of my muscles, the way I press you into me with a force that leaves no room for escape. My hands will be on you, my grip tightening with each movement you make, until you realize that no matter what, you're not going anywhere. Not from me, not from this, not ever again. You think you're strong. You think you can fight me. But that's just the illusion you've created for yourself. You can't fight me. Not when I'm like this. Not when I'm holding you down, trapping you in a way that makes you feel every inch of my power. You won't be able to move. You won't be able to think of a single way out. I'll make sure of that. Every struggle you make only excites me more. I love seeing you try to fight me, love feeling your resistance. It fuels me, makes me stronger. The way your body presses against mine, the way you gasp and squirm, each time you try to get free, I only feel more empowered. Because I know how it's going to end. You'll break. I'll break you down until you can't resist anymore. And when you finally stop fighting, when you finally accept that you can't get away, that's when I'll make you admit the truth. You want me. You need me. You've always needed me, whether you want to admit it or not. The truth is, you've always been drawn to me, even when you didn't realize it. I've always been the one in control, and I've always been the one who's had the power to make you feel things you never thought you would. And now that you're in my grip, now that I've got you exactly where I want you, you're going to understand that there's no escaping this. There's no escaping me. Once you admit it, once you finally stop pretending, I'll let you go. But don't think for 1 second that you're free. Because even if I let you go for a moment, you'll always come back. You'll always crave what I have, what I can do to you. You'll always crave the way I can make you feel completely under my control. The way I can make you beg for me without you even realizing it. You'll always want me, and I'll always be here waiting for you to realize that. So stay close. Keep struggling. Keep resisting. I want to see how long you can fight it. How long you can keep pretending that you're not mine, that you don't need me. Because it won't matter in the end. No matter how much you try to fight me, no matter how much you struggle to get away, I'll break you down piece by piece until you realize the truth. Until you realize that you belong to me, that you've always belonged to me. And when you do, when you finally admit it, when you finally stop pretending that you have a choice, that's when everything will change. That's when I'll let you go, but not really. Because you'll never be free from me. Not completely. You'll always be mine, whether you're here with me or out there pretending you're free. You'll never be free from my control. Not in your heart, not in your mind. For now, I'm keeping you here. I'm holding you close, keeping you in my grip. You won't leave until you understand who's really in charge. Until you understand that no one can take you away from me. No one can protect you from me. You belong to me now. always will be. You may think that you'll fight it. You may think you'll get away. But deep down, you know the truth. You know you can't escape. And you know that the more you resist, the more I'll enjoy the chase. Because every time you try to break free, I grow stronger. And when I finally take control of you, when you finally realize that there's no running from me, you'll understand the power I have over you. So struggle if you want. Try to run if you can. But in the end, you'll always come back to me. Because you're mine. You've always been mine. And I'll make sure you understand